So, hello folks, I hope you are well, fine and good. So, in this video lecture, we'll be analyzing and discussing about the North Korean threat actor publish 108 malicious packages and extensions. Okay, in PolinRider Campaign, PolinRider Campaign, they have eventually publish 108 malicious packages and extensions. So we'll be discussing each and everything in detail. So coming to the discussion, right? So about 108 malicious packages extension been published. Along with that, 162 malicious release artifacts and 1951 GitHub repository eventually been compromised, and GitHub owner affected is all around 1047. So so this is all about the affected entities. So threat overview and infection platform. When we discuss about the threat overview and infection platforms, we have to understand few things, right? So what is the campaign name? That is all about the PolinRider, and what are the different attribution that is been eventually been identified. So it is all about the North Korean threat actor associated with the continuous interview and Lazarus ecosystem. Okay, so this is the main attribution of this. Who are the primary motive or targeted entities? The primary objective of this is all about the cryptocurrency theft along with credential theft, persistent access, espionage, and supply chain compromise are the different primary objective of this threat group. And who are the primary victims? That is all about the software developers, open source maintainers, crypto developers, and organization using crypto compromised packages. Okay, so these are the different threat overview which has been identified. Infection platform. What are the different infection platform here? That is all about the npm registry along with Packagist PHP's Go module ecosystem, Google extension, Google Chrome extension, along with GitHub repositories are also been part of this infection platform. Visual Studio codes and finally that is all about the Cursor IDE are the different infection platform that has been identified. So coming to initial, the initial infection of this chain. What is the primary stage, the ending of this attack? So the primary is all about the primary stage or stage one is all about the victim installation, that npm php go package or chrome extension installation. Then after obfuscate javascript execution, then vs code task, it is all about the trigger which actually eventually trigger automatically run on open or folder opening the folder in vs code or cursor IDE runs malicious code. Okay, that is all about how you actually design your course or design your automation workflows. And stage fourth is all about the stage two payload download. Okay, loader it drives the encrypted malware from different blockchain, okay, infrastructure. And fifth is all about the final malware installation, developer rat. Okay, then OmniStealer BeaverTail variant are the different part of this final malware installation. And the last is all about the system compromise, that all about that consisting of credential theft, persistence, data exfiltration, and spionage. Okay, so these are the initial infection chain that is eventually been identified, folks. So coming to the interesting techniques which are been used over here: GitHub respiratory poisoning and Git history manipulation. So coming to the interesting technique, that is instead of traditional C2 server, command and control server, so PolinRider retrieves encrypted payload using blockchain services. What are the different blockchain services that have been identified here? That is all about Tron, Eptos, and BNB Smart Chain. This makes the blocking infrastructure very much difficult and evade the detection. GitHub respiratory poisoning. So here, the threat actor injects malicious JavaScript into legitimate repository by modifying files. What are the different files? Over here, I have illustrated or pointified here. One is about the post CSS config MJS, telewind, slide, next, babel, and app are the different infected malicious script, and the developer may unknowingly commit malicious code to production projects that is eventually been leading to a mass theft. So git history manipulation, all about the force push commit, backdated commit, rewrite commit history, and make different changes that actually appears through they were actually created by the original developer. So this eventually making much more difficult, and that the changes to identify through normal git inspection are the different git history manipulation. So malware family, data targeted, and evasion techniques are also been used over here. So what are the different malware families used? One is BeaverTail, okay, credential theft, browser cookies, cryptocurrency wallets, initial access are the different BeaverTail. And OmniStealer, okay, steals your browser history or password, session cookies, and token and crypto wallet. And developer rat. So rat also been part of this malware family, where provides remote access Trojan malware and command execution, persistent, and data exfiltration. So data, which are the data which is eventually been targeted over here? One is all about the browser credential, followed by GitHub token, cloud credential, SSH key, cryptographic wallet, Telegram history session, browser cookies, source code, API key, and developer secrets are the different data targeted over here. So evasion checklist, what are the three factor actually use the obfused JavaScript, hidden payload in fake WOFF2 file. Okay, then white paper peddling, auto running versus VS Code also been part of this technique. Blockchain payload based payload retrieval, Git history rewrite, and compromised maintaining the accounts, followed by a trusted open source package. So the last but not the least, all to discuss is all about the indicator. Which are the indicator which we need to identify and how we can take the mitigation steps about on the indicator. One is expected, unexpected versus code task JSON file. We have to identify it is one of the main indicator. Run on folder open, unexpected JavaScript in different configuration files also. Then the JavaScript blobs also, suspicious WOFF files, unauthorized Git force pushes we need to identify, unexpected package updates eventually leading to suspicious activity, new browser extension request also placing a very important role. So the last but not the least, these are the different mitigation and recommendation which we need to follow. One, we need to verify the package authenticity before any sort of installation. Enable MFA on GitHub, NPM, other developer accounts, followed by audit basis code task.json file. Review Git, review Git history for force pushes or rewrite commits. Then scan repository for obfuscated GS and suspicious.wolf files. Okay, then monitor package release, metadata, and maintainer changes. Use CSA and supply chain, to security tools. Rotate exposed credential immediately if any sort of compromise is suspected. And finally, educate the developer for any sort of suspicious malicious package that is eventually being used as a fake recruiter or social engineering campaign. So what is the key takeaway or node that has been identified? So PolinRider is a sophisticated evolution, okay, of the continuous interview campaign by espionaging trusted package, browser extension, and GitHub respiratory. Okay, so respiratory developer, okay, tools using blockchain hosted payloads, Git history manipulation, multi-stage malware. So this North Korean threat actor are compromising the software supply chain and also been putting the developer and organization in a high significant risk. So I hope folks you have a very good session and understanding regarding the North Korean threat actor who has eventually published 108 malicious package extension. Okay, so in PolinRider, PolinRider campaign, I hope you have a very good understanding about this, folks. If you have any questions or any queries, please feel free to comment in the comment section.